right, hello everybody. We will get started here on chapter 1 of the Stukent content for social media. But first, I wanted to just kind of give a quick rundown of what's happening this week. So in the agenda, we have reviewing the syllabus and highlights. So for those of you that are in the online section, you'll do this at least once in our face-to-face classes. So you'll just need to download the fillable PDF and submit that to Canvas for this course. We also need you to purchase or sign up and register for the Stukent courseware, the book content, and the Mimic Social simulation. So if you happen to already buy that from the bookstore, you can return that for a refund and purchase it directly from Stukent. It will be a little bit less expensive, so I would advise you to do that. And then there's a preview of Stukent that we'll take a look at, and we'll also look at the Mimic Social simulation. So when you are logged into Stukent, you will be logged in to your respective section. So either GDES247 100, 101, or 200. So 200 is all online, and that's primarily for first-year students. And when you log in after you've purchased the content, you have two options here. One is to go to Mimic Social, and then the other is to go to the Essentials of Social Media Marketing, which is our book and our content for the semester. So we won't be doing much with Mimic Social until about the third week of the semester, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that. But to access the content for the book, we go into Edify, and you should see all the chapters for the book on the left side. We won't be doing any grading or anything like that within Stukent. It's set up so that you could basically run the course outside of a learning management system, but all your grades will take place within Canvas. So here's our cover page. The author is Michelle Chiarello, and here's our table of contents. So there are 18 chapters, about 15 weeks to the semester of class. So we'll be doubling up on some of these chapters to get through all the content. And as you'll see here in the course introduction, this is a pretty robust course. So there's lots of content that's provided. There's PowerPoints that we're going to walk through, which is what I'm going to do after this intro. And there are a number of different assignments and quizzes that are available. And so, like with a lot of our classes, we're gonna learn and kind of experience the content and do some assignments to get some practice, and then we're going to do additional assignments that are more relevant and practical to what you're doing in the program. So we will more than likely do some social media marketing and campaign planning for the program itself, for recruiting new students, as well as for promoting the Student Spring Show. So the textbook is going to cover all of our basic concepts of the different social media platforms that are out there: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, blogging, vlogging, webinars, and LinkedIn. So there's also a section about employee advocacy and social media policy. This is a pretty big content area. Pretty important to know about policy, and then also about social selling. So there's a lot of commerce that takes place in social media that doesn't really hit a website. So there's a lot of learning that happens there. So The simulation we'll take a look at in a couple weeks. And then hopping back over here to our agenda, I've got here, why are there two descriptions and two sets of outcomes? So Stukent, you'll see here, they have a sample syllabus, lessons, and everything like that. And you'll see in their syllabus, they have a course description and course objectives. So this is what the course intends to teach you. You'll see that we also have a course description and specific outcomes that our course will ultimately set you up for learning. So the main idea here is within the program, we're really kind of tailoring this to the needs of web designers and graphic designers. And so this class is going to show you how to build a presence on social media, leveraging it across multiple different modern social networking portals. There's new portals popping up all the time. Some are going away, some are being removed. Then the other portion of the course, creating a foundation for current and future application in the business and creative environment. So we're basically setting you up to be able to use social media for marketing, for graphic design, and promoting websites. So by the end of the course, you should be able to explain what social media design and planning is about, identify social media channels used by companies, and analyze the function of each channel in order to participate in channel decisions and discussions. You'll be able to interpret terminology related to the use of social media in a design and business context. Develop both proactive and reactive strategies to manage corporate messaging. Identify and respond to significant legal and ethical issues related to social media, including laws, voluntary agreements covering protection of individual information and protection. Be able to explain the value of branding across different social media platforms and emphasize the importance of consistency in design, strategy, message, and tone. So pretty wide set of outcomes that we're going to learn here. And we'll just take a look at the outcomes from the course material too. Learning about how social media has disrupted traditional marketing, benefits of and why social media marketing is important, how to develop your personal brand, how to create a social media marketing strategy, optimizing business profiles. So that goes back to that consistency idea here, making sure your profile images are consistent across all your social media platforms, how to implement social media content strategies on a social network, benefits of blogging, podcasts, launching social media marketing campaigns, how to create social media influencer marketing strategies, employee advocacy and rules, social media policy, crisis response plans, social media advertising, social selling, and analytics. So the first chapter is basically an introduction to social media marketing. There are two sections to that chapter. The first half is going to cover, let's see here, the evolution of social media. And the second half, which will be an additional video here, is just an introduction to social media marketing. So we'll cover this in two class periods. And before we get too far into this content, I'm going to end this video and start an additional video.